think.
Yeah. And then we change the drapes for different seasons. So we'll go from the top. Okay.
Okay.
So, a little story. Well, here we are in County Durham. We need to find a story that comes from County Durham. And, hey, now I think of it, we're not far from Staindrop. Staindrop, with that fine church, with its great yew tree, with a fine village green, and a church yard. Some years ago, in the graveyard at Staindrop Church, Johnny Reed was digging a grave. He dug it well and he dug it deep. It wasn't easy with the tree roots, but he did it well for the funeral on the following day. He clambered out of the grave, went and put his tools away, and by the light of the lantern, he started to make his way back through the graveyard. But before he could get to the lich gate, a cat leapt up onto the gravestone and looked at him with its green eyes and said, that wasn't bad enough. Johnny Reed saw 12 other cats, as black as night, leaping up onto that gravestone. Now, if you'd been there, or if I'd been there, you'd have wanted to run. Well, Johnny Reed wanted to run as well. His head wanted to run, his arms wanted to run, his body wanted to run, but his legs would not move at all. He was rooted to the spot. Until one by one, the cats all turned and left him there. And then he found his strength again, and by the light of his lantern, he ran. He went all the way past the royal oak, all the way past the swan, all the way past the bull, all the way across the graveyard, and all the way to the village green till he came to his own house. He rushed straight in the door, and he sat down in his own chair by the fire, not even taking off his boots or his hat. And his wife knew there was something wrong. And Johnny Reed sat there by the fire. She said, Johnny pet, what's the matter with you? And Johnny sat there by the fire, shivering and shaking. And he told his wife what had happened. Their own little white cat came and snuggled up by her feet. And she said, as I was stood there in the graveyard, this black cat came and it said, Johnny Reed, tell Madam Mournfoot that Till Toldrum's deed. And at that moment, in front of Johnny Reed and his wife, their own little white cat leapt up with her hair on end. And she said, wow! In that case, I'm the king of the cats! And shot straight up the chimney and was never seen again. And that's the story.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Well, it's an old story. And anyone from County Durham should know that story. And should beware, particularly if you live anywhere near Staindrop.
Thank you very much for that. That's really enjoyable. I see why you guys have been hired. You're excellent. You really are.